into the competition along with 50 other architects, and the winner of this competition would be chosen to design the bridge. Now, this sounds like Horace Jones beating the odds a little bit, but actually the judge for this competition was himself, Horace Jones. So he produced his own design in a competition that he set up seemingly for himself. But it's such a nice bridge that we won't hold it against him too much. It's made entirely from Portland stone, Cornish granite, Scottish steel, a very strong bridge indeed. And right at the very top, there's a really cool museum. You can see the old sieve equipment that they used to use to raise and lower the bridge. And you can walk across a glass floor to look at all the cars traveling along underneath. Now over here on the left-hand side is the Tower of London. Now the Tower of London was built in 1078 by William the Conqueror, a few short years after his victory at the Battle of Hastings in 1066. Now it's probably the most notorious prison in the world. It saw the executions of Anne Boleyn in 1536, Catherine Howard in 1542, and Lady Jane Grey in 1550. Just a prison, however. It's had all sorts of other roles since then as well. It's been a mint, it's been an observatory, it's been a zoo, it's been an armory, it's been a royal palace, and it has also been a treasury. So this is also where you want to come if you want to see the crown jewels. So the crown jewels, the coronation crown of the Queen, are kept in the White Tower. It's the very central part of the fortress, the original part built by William the Conqueror. And they're closely guarded by members of the Royal Household Division, as well as the Yeoman Warders. Now, the Yeoman Warders were a particular favourite regiment of King James I, who actually invited them to come and eat at his table. Now, this was a great honour at the time, of course, because it meant that they got to eat in the city of London. And over here on the left-hand side, this church is All Hallows by the Tower, where quite famously William Penn was baptised, who would go on to found the state of Pennsylvania. Also on the left-hand side is the memorial to the siege of Malta, and on the right-hand side is the hung-drawn quartered pump. Quite a nice pump, the name of which details a particularly grisly method of execution that I won't go into in too much detail here. I'll leave that up to your own imaginations. So we're just heading down Lower Thames Street at the moment, towards the old Billingsgate Fish Market. Now, the old Billingsgate was quite a famous fish market that stood on Lower Thames up until it left in 1980. And in 1980, the whole building house bit started to sink into the river. What they hadn't realised was that after a long time of having ice delivered to the fish market, the great big permafrost had built up in the foundations of the building. When the ice stopped coming in, the permafrost melted, and so too did the whole building. It basically started sinking into the river. Significant restoration work had to be done in order to save this historic building that now passes on the left. And that was confirmed very recently as well. We've only just found out about that. Then we're also approaching New Scotland Yard as well, just ahead of us on the right-hand side. New Scotland Yard is the current headquarters for the Metropolitan Police. So the Metropolitan Police were founded in 1829 by Robert Peel as the first uniformed police service in the world. Now, Robert, obviously, is short for Bob, and this is why we call our police officers Bobbies, named after their founder, Robert Peel. The revolving sign in front of New Scotland Yard only stops spinning if an officer has lost their life in the course of duty. And I really like that Christmas tree this year with the nice blue baubles on it. Just making my way through a little bit of traffic at the moment now. So a lot of the roads in London are really, really good for horse-drawn carriages and solo horses. Not so much for buses and trucks, no. There's actually this transport issue that prompted a lot of Londoners to come up with the Underground. Against the Parliamentarian forces led by Oliver Cromwell. Now, the Royalists lost the war, Charles I was beheaded, and the monarchy was briefly dissolved. And at that point, Oliver Cromwell declared himself Lord Protector of the realm. Now, Oliver Cromwell, it has to be said, is one of Britain's most hated historical figures. I mean, people really, really despise this guy. Now, in all fairness, he brought a lot of that hatred on himself. After all, he banned Christmas, believing it to be against his very strict Puritan values. But people hated Cromwell so much that several years after he died, they actually dug up his corpse, put it on trial for treason, found it guilty, and had it hung, drawn, and quartered. and consequential Cromwell himself, of course, who had already been dead for 3 years by that point. But it just goes to show how much people really didn't like the guy. What's also quite interesting is that on his death, the person who succeeded Cromwell as Lord Protector was his own son, Oliver Cromwell Jr. So obviously a little bit hypocritical for someone who was supposed to be sort of against this concept of hereditary power. This is Cromwell's statue, just over there on the left-hand side, positioned by himself because no one really likes him. Over here on the right-hand side are some much more popular people we call the Lions of Democracy. So famous people shown here include Winston Churchill, Benjamin Disraeli, Millicent Fawcett, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, as well as Abraham Lincoln, the only US president to have a statue here in Parliament Square. So on the left-hand side, of course, is Westminster Abbey. Now, for a long time, it's been the site of coronation for members of the royal family. So ever since William the Conqueror rode on horseback and crowned himself with the maiden crown and the blessing. There have been 38 coronations here over the years, in which 39 monarchs have been crowned, as William and Mary were crowned at the same time and ruled jointly. This is chiefly because Mary was the actual heir to the throne, and William, being her husband, was allowed to crown himself king at the same time. Now, you can't do that anymore. Nowadays, you've got Prince Philip, he's the Queen Consort, and while he is married to the King, he is not actually allowed to call himself king. This would imply that he has a higher or equal standing with the Queen, and we simply can't be having that. The Queen is absolutely the highest in the land. And however people feel about monarchy, just as an institution in general, most people will generally agree that she's a pretty fantastic head of state and a wonderful representative for the nation. So it's to note that Britain has never enjoyed such periods of prosperity as it has when we have had queens on the throne rather than kings. Our best monarchs have been Elizabeth II, Queen Victoria, Queen Anne, Mary II, as well as Elizabeth I, whose reign was actually called the Golden Age of England. Now, this is stop number 19 on your maps, where you can explore Westminster Abbey as well as Parliament Square. People come